everyone. This is Trader Investor, and for today, March 25th, 2021, I want to continue my discussion about pullbacks. When do they terminate? I had shown you yesterday uh, ways to identify when structure is broken, when we come to an area of value, where to execute. And so, continuing on with that discussion, I want to see where we are today. Uh, did we end the pullbacks in the various markets, or are we continuing to see some downside pressure? And so, as we take a look at this SPY to start with, we are making a series of lower highs, right? Lower highs and lower highs, lower highs. That's what we're making. And right now we came into an area of value a couple of days ago, and actually yesterday and today, and this is overnight action, we came into that area of value. And a few days ago we were at that area of value. And so overnight action, we broke out of that area of value, and now we're trading into that zone. My support and resistance zones are always an area. It's not an exact pinpoint. So we're in that zone. And if price continues to make a lower high, and if we break this line here, then we're heading to our monthly trend line. This is looking at the hourly chart. This blue line is the monthly trend line, which we can take a look at quickly here. This monthly is really in a strong upward move. If we look at the weekly, same thing. So this is that trend line that we are looking at. And when we come down to our hourly, then we'll be able to notice where turning points are. But the major area of value is this space here, the monthly trend line. So we're making series of lower highs and lower lows, and if we break the 384 area, I'm expecting price to go down to the 379, 380 area. So those are some short-term possibilities before we resume the trend. So for the spiders, we are not done making a pullback yet as far as the charts are telling us. I want to see higher highs and higher lows made as we staircase back up to the bullish side before this pullback is confirmed. Nothing to worry about. It's part of the healthy market. Pulling back to the 379 to the 380 area is not really a big deal. Of course, if you're looking at your account day by day and you see some big movements, it might scare you, but that's just part of the process. So let's look at the Qs. The Qs were the weakest for a long time, but now the Qs are in a consolidation. They're in consolidation in this space here. So which side is this going to break? I have this green line as a support line. It's that, again, think of it as a zone. I have this green line as support line. We're breaking below that support line. We're making, double bottom or triple bottom, if we want to call that. But be careful of fake outs. This breakout is not necessarily a true breakout. So be careful until we see this, until we see this lower high make another lower high here, until we see that and price resumes its direction, then this is not a breakdown to the downside. This is just a consolidation. This part of the consolidation is fake outs, and this fake outs reverse. Normally, we tend to do this. And where we will see, again, how this terminates is if we do this, right? If we start to do this, that's when we know this pullback or this consolidation is terminated. And the top of the range is my absolute comfort area that this pullback is over and we're in a new uptrend, because the down trend is broken, and also the long-term monthly trend line was broken already a few weeks ago, and not a few weeks ago, but a few days ago. And so based on that, this resumption, I want to see some confirmation. IWM is the weakest, and just recently it broke its monthly trend line. I was looking for it to make a series of higher lows to continue, but instead of making those higher lows, which this guy can go now because it's no longer valid as analysis, this area of value is where I'm looking for price to come up and reject it at that price. And if we get a nice if we get one of these, if we get a bar here that looks like this, right, with a big wick, right, something like this. If we get that here, it's a rejection at this area, then we definitely want to consider taking a put position until we reach area of value. So IWM, not done with the pullback, at all. So this movement here, I'm expecting it to at least reach this area of value from the daily trend. So we're not done with IWM pullback yet. And if we look at the diamonds, the Dow was the strongest for a while. Even this upper green line is the upper side of the trend line, the channel trend line. And we were above it for a while, we're below it, but we're still not at the lower end of the trend line. So as we're making series of lower highs, two things that I'm looking at for my entries, and here's where I will enter. If we continue to make lower lows, I'm going to enter a position here expecting price to go down. But if we reverse that, whenever it makes this kind of move, I'm not saying at this price level, when it's making this kind of move, I'm going to enter at the break of that recent high, because now we're seeing the reversal. But the Dow is a strong component so far, so I'm expecting the yellow side to play out more than I'm expecting the blue side to play out. But expectation is not what I trade. Charts is what I trade. I want the charts to tell me. So I just wanted to show you some expectations, some possibilities to look at as you prepare your analysis, and give you some additional ideas on what to look for. Enjoy the rest of your day or evening, depending on when you're watching this. And I will put up another video that talks about this pullback termination, and it'll be somewhere up here. So just click on it.